All right, guys, this is Norval Central coming back at you another YouTube video, and I got a special guest with me. No highlights, man. Introduce yourself. Shout out any social media accounts you got, anything like that.
What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it might be. Let me stop playing. Yo, what it is, man. It's your boy No Highlights, man. You can find me on at No Highlights, Nole highlights on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yeah, and before we even got on this video and everything, I was talking about your YouTube video. Like you started doing YouTube videos, and you had one with Jaheim Bell, like reacting to his highlights and everything. I gotta say, man, that was the best 7 minutes of my life. Just sitting there watching that. That was hilarious. So yeah,
Man, Jaheim Bell, he the real deal, man. I had to do a highlight reaction on him, man. He the real deal.
man, you got to keep up the good work, man. I'm excited to see your next video, but I'll make sure if anybody hasn't watched that, I'll make sure to put it at the bottom of the description so everybody can watch it. Everybody can have a good laugh out of it, you know?
For sure.
But yeah, let's go ahead and start off with something positive, man. We're in the Cheez-It Bowl. We are actually talking about Florida State being in a bowl game for the first time since 2019. How does it feel?
It feel good, man. Shoot, it's one thing because it's like it feel like it's been longer than since like 2019. It feel like it's been like longer than that, but it's actually just 2 years. 2 years from here. So, man, it feel pretty good though, bro. I can't even lie.
Man, and then it feels even better when Florida lost the Las Vegas Bowl and
Oh, look,
Miami doesn't go to a bowl. After all the preseason talk between both
yeah.
programs, we're finally good.
I'll tell you.
Starting from this season before, in the preseason, everybody was talking about Mike Norvell. How is he going to get through this season? What was a good win total where he doesn't get on the hot seat and get fired? Everybody was talking about that. But once Florida State kind of went through their 4-0 stretch, beating LSU, having to come behind win against Louisville when Jordan Travis got hurt, we had the little road bump there where we had the 3 straight losses with Wake Forest, North Carolina State, and also Clemson. But we kind of got back on the right track there at the end of the year.
Right.
Winning 5 in a row, you're beating both of your rivals, and it was
Mm-hmm.
a very optimistic time for Florida State. Now we're 9-3. We're playing an Oklahoma Sooners team that under first-year head coach Brent Venables has not been the greatest in the world. They're
Right.
0-3, and they went off kind of the deep end
Yeah.
at the end. What were your kind of thoughts when you looked at the bowl matchup and they first announced that it was going to be Oklahoma, it was going to be in Orlando? What were kind of your thought processes going through that, and explain to me your excitement throughout this bowl season?
So it was very exciting. It was two big brands. You really can't beat that, even though one team is not doing so hot right now. I do believe they're gonna get it together. But I think just like with FSU, and to get back to your original question, I think it's just like with FSU, man. Like you got to give the head coach time to do what he got to do. See, I know me and you thought 7 wins was gonna be like. I know we was looking at like seven
Yeah.
wins. I could deal with 7 wins, because
Yeah.
I was coming from the point of view of like we just won 5 games this past season. I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, be like, 8 wins, 9 wins, down the trash. But that's all it is, man. I do believe it's gonna be a good game. I don't know if you're gonna do a score prediction, but I save it for the end of the video if you
Yeah.
want to do a score.
Yeah, we're both going to do a score prediction at the end. Let's go ahead and start off. I mean, Oklahoma, they've kind of went off the deep end. Now they got a couple players out. They had Eric Gray, the running back there. He's got 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. That's a big piece that they're missing. They got both their tackles missing, and then they also got a starting defensive tackle missing. I mean, when you're looking at everything and you see Oklahoma's rush defense, they're, I think, 108th in the country. They're allowing 189 rushing yards a game. Trey Benson, Trayshawn Ward, guys like that, Lawrence Toafili, CJ Campbell, Rodney Hill, you can name them all, the 5-headed monster that we have at running back. We love to run the ball. How important do you think that's been so far this season to kind of take the pressure off of Jordan Travis and being able to efficiently run the football?
Man, like my coaches tell me, man, once you can establish the run game, it's a lot that you can do once you establish the run game. I do believe it's going to be very important in this game, being that, like how you said, they run defense is not really that good. And I do believe it's going to tighten up especially with Brett Venables.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, they missing a couple big pieces. So it really leaned towards us. If you're being honest, it lean towards us. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
All right, so I'm going to give you another question, and I know ESPN does their little graphics of the impact players for who they think is going to kind of impact the game throughout there. What do you think the three impact players are going to be for Florida State in this game?
Jordan Travis, um, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Trey Benson,
Okay.
and I don't want to go all offense, so I go defense, and I'll probably say hopefully Jared Verse play. If he played, then Jared Verse.
Okay. Well, there's no suspense here because those were my three.
Yeah.
I thought if Eric Gray was going to play, I thought Fabian Lovett would kind of be a bigger impact player because they're going to be running up the middle a little bit more.
Right.
But I mean, without Eric Gray, they're going to have to rely on Javante Barnes, the former
Exactly.
running back that we were coveted highly there. And it just seems like a lot of question marks, man. It's just,
exactly.
it's a glorified home game for Florida State in Orlando. We talked about Camping World Stadium. It's going to be an awesome environment there at 5:30 Eastern time, and it's going to be something that Florida State fans are really cherishing. I mean, this team is a very likable team, and we all talk about it every time. And Florida State was kind of the villain back in the 2013, 2014 teams because of Jameis being such a polarizing player. But it seems like this team is very liked. Do you have any favorite moments of this season that you kind of want to highlight real quick?
I would say my favorite moment besides the LSU game, I'll say the Louisville game.
Okay.
Just because like how everything played out. You got Jordan Travis get hurt.
Yeah.
And then you got Tate Rodemaker come in. And I know everybody was on Twitter typing. I know I was on Twitter.
Yep.
I was on Twitter. Yep. I was like, Lord Jesus. I'm scared to look at my timeline because I know what they saying right now. But man, it was just good to see him get over that hump, you know what I'm saying? And just go out there and play. Like everybody been saying he's been doing in practice. So that was my favorite moment besides LSU.
Yeah, I agree. I think the LSU game speaks volumes because you're setting the tone early. They had the touchdown, the 99-yard touchdown drive there at the end, and Shaheem Brown, a reserve safety, gets the block at the end to kind of seal the deal for Florida. So I think that says a lot about this team not giving up. And you even talked about it with the Louisville game. You could have easily given up that game with Jordan Travis being hurt like that. So kind of speaks to the team, man. But let's go ahead and kind of get into score predictions. Bovado, a gambling site, has Florida State at a 10-point favorite so far against Oklahoma. The over-under is at about 66.5. Florida State's 8-4 against the spread. Oklahoma is 4-8 against the spread. So that's kind of two sides there. And Oklahoma, they've beaten the Seminoles the last 6 times. You can talk about 2011. You can talk about the 2000 game as well. But you look at it, the last time Florida State's beaten Oklahoma, 1965.
1965.
So that's something, will Florida State be able to efficiently get the run going? Because I'll even throw out a stat right now. The Sooners, they are 0-5 when allowing teams to go 200 yards more for rushing. So if they have 200 yards or more, much in hell for the Sooners. So, like I said, Florida State loves to run the ball. I'll go ahead and say it. I got Florida State winning 34-20 in this one.
Woo! Oh man, I honestly should have put more thought into it when I first said it at the beginning of the video, but But I'll say 38-14.
Okay. So do you think that with Florida State having some problems with quarterbacks, lately, Dylan Gabriel is not really the scrambler of a quarterback, but he has a live arm. Do you think there's any concern there with Florida State?
I don't. I really don't think it'll be a concern, especially if we can get Fabian Lovett and Jared Verse. I really don't see an issue. And I know I think he have enough athleticism to run a little bit, but like you said, he's not really a runner.
Yeah.
He got a live arm. So I think I just think those pieces that they're missing, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I think somebody told me that the strength of the game was running the ball. So I think with those pieces missing with the freshman running back, I don't know if that'll be enough to get over 14 points, man. I'm being real. So
Yeah.
I do think we're just holding the 14 points, and yeah, that'd be it, man.
Man, I really enjoyed doing the YouTube video with you, man. It was a pleasure. We'll definitely be having to chop it up again. We may have to do a post game kind of reaction and everything to
Oh
kind of
yeah,
saw during the game, man. Something.
oh
But
yeah.
always a pleasure, man. Like I said, go check him out on all of his social media accounts. He is a great follow, especially his elite tweets that he has.
Yeah,
But
man. I appreciate it, bro.
yeah, man. But if anybody needs any tickets or anything, I am a SeatGeek ambassador, so you can go to check out my promo code at Norvell Central, get you $20 off of your purchase. But anyways, I hope everybody has a safe trip if you're going to Orlando or staying at home to watch the game. Be safe out there, but I appreciate it as always, and go Noles.
Go knows.